हेलो एवरीवन, नमस्कार। मैं मुर्तज़ा खादरी स्वागत करता हूं आप सबका आपके अपने यूट्यूब चैनल सिविल सरा में। यहां हम लोग डिस्कस करने वाले हैं यूपीएससी सिविल सर्विस एग्जामिनेशन एंड अदर स्टेट पीएससी एग्जामिनेशंस के प्रिपरेशन के रिलेटेड सारे इन्फॉर्मेशन यहां पे शेयर किए जाएंगे। एंड दिस इज़ अवर डेली मेंस आंसर राइटिंग डिस्कशन इनिशिएटिव वेयर विल डिस्कस यूपीएससी मेंस एग्जामिनेशन related questions and how to answer them. So without further ado, let's begin. So our question is, sedition law has been a matter of debate for long in the country, especially with the concern of its misuse. In this context, do you think that the law needs to be scrapped? Analyze. देश में लंबे समय से देशद्रोह कानून बहस का विषय रहा है, खासकर इसके दुरुपयोग की चिंताओं को लेकर। इस संदर्भ में क्या आपको लगता है कि कानून को ख़त्म करने की ज़रूरत है? विश्लेषण कीजिए। First, we need to understand what's the demand of the question. The demand of the question here is sedition law has been a matter of debate. Why? Because of its misuse. The cases of misuse. We need to explain some of the cases of misuse here. And do we think that the law needs to be scrapped? If yes, we need to explain. If not, we need to explain. So, first we'll discuss how the approach of the answer should be. The approach of the answer should be, first we need to give an explanation about what the sedition law is, and we need to give a proper background about it, and we need to discuss some of the major Supreme Court decisions and other High Court decisions, and present our views whether it should be scrapped or not, and conclude it appropriately. I hope you understood the approach. So now we'll discuss the introduction of the answer. Sedition law has been come into picture under section 124 of IPC, of Indian Penal Code. So what a sedition law is? Sedition law is an offense which is committed by a person, by either by words, either spoken or written, or by any visual representation, either by drawing or something, if he brings hatred or excites or attempt to excite the disaffection towards the government established by the law. Means, if a person brings if he speaks anything ill about the government established by the law, or represents in any way, either by cartooning or the, if he brings disaffection towards the government established by the law, then he will be booked under sedition. I hope you understood this. So what the disaffection here means is disloyalty and enmity. Means disaffection includes disloyalty or feelings of enmity towards the government established by the law. So then he will be booked under sedition. So under sedition, what the punishment is he will be punished under non-bailable offense or imprisonment for 3 years or life term imprisonment. I hope you understood this. He will also be punished with he will not be available to get any government job in the future, or he will not be allowed to get a passport, or he has to come to police station whenever required. So these are the punishments which will be punished by under sedition law. So here, this is a basic introduction how you can introduce your answer. You can also introduce your answer by quoting some of the recent examples, like the K Raghuram Raju, an MP of Andhra Pradesh of YSR government, which has been governing Andhra Pradesh as of now. So he has been booked under sedition recently for he has been spoken ill against the present government for the COVID related governance. And you can also mention the current issue, such as Aisha Sultana, a filmmaker of Lakshadweep, has also been booked under sedition. You can quote this example to make your answer more interesting. So next we need to give a brief historical background about the issue. Like sedition law, where it originated. Sedition law has been originated in the 17th century England to control the people of England. And this law has been replicated and borrowed to India, and it has been inserted in the Indian Penal Code by Lord Macaulay in 1870s. So, and we need to also mention some of the famous convicts, or some of the famous freedom fighters who had been booked under this sedition law. And some of the famous examples, like Bal Gangadhar Tilakji has been booked under sedition law for 12 years, and Mahatma Gandhiji has also been booked under sedition law. And we have to also mention some of the major Supreme Court decisions, and what are the decisions which has been impacted in the sedition law, like famous case of Kedarnath versus state of Bihar in 1962, which upheld the sedition law by saying that sedition law is required to protect the sovereignty of the country. And we need to also mention that the Kedarnath versus the state of Bihar case has also put some of the reasonable restrictions under Article 19 Clause 2. So these are the major Supreme Court decisions or the major Supreme Court cases which you need to mention in your answer. So next we move to the body of the answer. Should it be scrapped? Should the sedition law should be scrapped or not? First, why it should be scrapped? If yes, it should be scrapped. If you are writing this kind of argument, then it should be scrapped because these are against the democratic reforms of the nation. Like it constrains the freedom of speech and expression, which is the bedrock or the basic structure of a nation, of a constitution, and uh, it affects the freedom of speech and expression. You can mention this point, or you can also say that there is an inadequate capacity of the state machinery, like the police and other stringent mechanism is not being taken in the system. You can also mention that there is a possibility of misuse, which is the main crux of the question. Like there has been various other examples, like some of the writers, journalists, and activists have been booked under this sedition law because they criticize over the government policy of the project. Some of the examples like Shashi Tharoor and Rajdeep Sardesai and other 6 journalists have been booked under the sedition law recently. And you can also mention other points like this is a draconian in nature, because the punishment for this case is it's non-bailable and non-cognizable punishment. And the last point is it is used to gag the press, or it is used to constrain the press, as we need to protect the freedom and we need to protect the free press, because press is the fourth pillar of a democracy. So I hope you understood the points like why it should be scrapped, why the sedition law should be scrapped. Now let us discuss the counter arguments that why it should not be scrapped and why the sedition law should stay. First that the sedition law protects the unity and integrity of the nation by combating against the terrorists and Naxalism in the country. Uh, Recent examples of Naxalbaris, etc. And the next point why it should not be scrapped is application of the reasonable restrictions as mentioned under Article 19(2) is a fundamental right. So sedition law protects the reasonable restrictions on the freedom of speech and expression. The third point you can also mention here is it does not really curb the free speech. You are free to criticize the government, you are free to question the government, but you should question them under the boundary of protecting the unity and integrity of the nation and protecting the government of the law. The fourth point here is mere misuse cannot be a ground of repeal. Like there are so many other laws, there are so many other sections under the Indian Penal Code which are being misused. For example, UAPA Act and other AFSPA Act, etc. So these are also misusing, but these are not repealed. So I hope you understood these arguments and counter arguments. So let's move forward and discuss what the way forward or conclusion of the answer should be. First, we need to mention that the definition of the sedition law under section 124A should be reduced, or it should narrowed down, so that the territorial integrity and national sovereignty is also protected. Along with, we can also protect the freedom of speech and expression. And we can also mention that the higher judiciary should also take part and play a supervisory role, so that the free press in the country is also kept intact. So I hope you understood what should be written in this kind of questions, and I hope that you understood what a sedition law, and if a question comes on this topic, you will be very confident to answer this kind of question. So let's move forward. Last video I got a very good response from you guys. Thank you very much. So I will be very honored to clarify your doubts. If you have any, please comment in the comment section below. If you like my video, please like, share, subscribe and do support. Thank you very much.